fire lane is a dedicated the dedicated area within the road. Normally it is located at the center of the road, where no parking is allowed. Normally it ensures easy access of safety equipments towards the building and egress. That is the fire lane. It's a dedicated lane. There should be pull stations, automatic fire sprinklers, and smoke detectors. Now, what are pull stations? It's a fire alarm operators, which is usually operated by pulling a handle or a hook. The next few slides, I'll just go through it quickly. I'll discuss about signage. What is signage? It's basically a wayfinding solution. The bottom line is to make sure that it communicates simple and understandable messages so as to avoid confusion and anxiety in times of distress. So, like in case of fire, do not use lift. The fire exit is to be indicated properly. Then there is the fire point, fire call point, fire extinguishers. These are all signages. The fire equipment signs can also be indicated by proper signage system. Then the free firefighting equipment, fire emergency phone, fire alarm call points, these can all be indicated by proper signages. Now this is the fire exit. Fire exit, what is a fire exit? This is a fire door with fire resistance rating. That means it is made of material which can resist fire up to 2 hours. And its sole aim is to reduce the spread of fire from one compartment to the other and enable safe egress from a building or a structure. So these are more examples of fire safety measures. There is glass ventilators on either side of the staircase. In case of fire, we can break open the glass panes so that smoke does not gather around. And there are smoke. This is another picture of smoke outlets or ventilation system from the basement. This is a picture of fire or smoke detectors, which are usually located on the ceiling. In the event of any fire or smoke, it detects the smoke or fire and it sounds alarm. These are all fire alarm systems. It is if a detector detects smoke or heat, someone operates a break glass, and then alarm sounds and to warn others in the building, in the entire building. These are pictures of some equipments. The first one is of a fire sprinkler. The second one is called fire hydrant. The third picture is for smoke and heat detectors. And as we all know, there is a picture of gas extinguisher, fire extinguisher, emergency fire blanket. There is a tab which one should pull and the blanket opens to wrap up a person who is on fire. And there is a fire fighting suit and hoses. Now this is important, the correct use of extinguisher. Many of us do not know how to operate a fire extinguisher. There is a mnemonic called PASS. That means pull, aim, squeeze and sweep. Pull the pin, then squeeze the handle, aim at the base, squeeze the handle and just sweep the extinguisher towards the base of the fire. It's no use sweeping the extinguisher on the top of the fire. Normally one should target the base. This is a chart where you can see there are several types of extinguishers: water, foam, dry powder. The water extinguisher is helpful in cases of solids, that is wood, paper, cloth, etc. Foam is useful in cases of solids, flammable liquids and cooking oils and gases. And dry powder is the most useful extinguisher material, which is useful in solids, flammable liquids, flammable gases and electrical equipments. There are two main types of fire extinguishers. I am not going into detail. One is the stored pressure and the other is a cartridge operated. Normally the stored pressure units are commoner and the different agents are used, and depending upon the agents different propellants are used. In these dry chemical extinguishers, nitrogen is typically used, and whereas the cartridge operated extinguishers normally find in the industrial setup, where they receive higher than average use. There the expellent gas used is carbon dioxide. The UK recognizes 6 fire classes. Class A involves organic solids like paper and wood. Class B involves flammable or combustible liquids, including petrol, grease, and oil. Class C involves flammable gases. Class D involves combustible metals. Class E involves electrical appliances, and Class F involves cooking fat and oils. Now this is an important aspect, what to do regarding hospital, fire and safety management in hospital. The architect and layout planner and the electrical and engineering planner is very important. There should be proper map and floor plan with exits in every floors, and they should be displayed in prominent places. So in the event of an emergency, one can easily see and view the exit points. The safety practices, there should be safety practices in the hospital, and there should be a fire or safety rules or protocol in the workplace. This fire protocol is very important because one should know what to do and when to do in the event of a fire. There should be smoke alarms installed all throughout, and the most important thing is awareness about the building evacuation plan. One should be aware that when there is a fire, even when there is in the event of a fire, where to go and where is the evacuation plan. Then there should be compulsory fire extinguishers in every floor and every lobbies. Having regular fire drills, mock fire drills is a very important. In fact, in the cases of disaster management, we have mock drills, but we do not have it in our hospital, which we need to do regular fire drills. Then get your belongings of the hospital insured. Automatic call system to higher authority. All electrical sockets should be tagged. All the equipment should be in working order, and there should be indication of proper signboards in hospitals. So hospital design should be intelligent building design. The main points being assurance of life safety, property protection, and continuity of operations and functioning. And the designer must recognize the type of danger. As per the danger, they should incorporate effective countermeasures in the hospital. These are some of the criteria which NABH tells us to do when one goes for an NABH accreditation. These are the following points concerning firefighting. They look. So I shall go through it. Firefighting installation, the approval must be obtained. The control room should be easily accessible. The control panel should be manned. There should be pumps and pump room, and 2 separate pumps should be there, one electric and one diesel. In the event of power failure, the diesel pumps should be operated. So, and there should be provision of forced ventilation and management of filling fire tenders. There should be 4-way fire inlet, proper access for fire tenders, regular fire drill should be performed, yard hydrants should be available, ring hydrant and yard hydrant should be as per strategic locations. Now what is a hydrant? A hydrant is a marker, basically a marker providing important information to firefighters regarding the functionality. Then the 2-way fire exit to charge the ring main. Weight riser system must be installed. Now what is a weight riser system? It is a system of valves and pipes which are kept permanently charged with water, so that in the event of any emergency, water is readily available. And first aid and firefighting appliances must be in working condition. There should be cabinets for the first aid equipments. There should be provision of escape routes. At least 2 stairs should be there. Sprinkler system should be there. Automatic smoke detectors and heat detectors. And there should be provision of fire alarm system and fire extinguishers. So these are the good morning, sir. These are the 2 slides which I have prepared. The NABH accreditation, for NABH accreditation, what are the points required? Now, these are regulations as per National Building Code 2005. All high-rise buildings need to get NOC as per zoning regulations of the jurisdictions concerned. A road which abuts a high-rise should be more than 12 meters wide to facilitate free movement of fire service vehicles, especially the hydraulic platform and turntable ladder. Entrance width and clearance should not be less than 6 meters or 5 meters respectively. At least 40% of the occupants should be trained in conducting proper evacuation operation of systems and equipments, apart from having a designated fire officer. The building should have adequate open space. Minimum of 2 staircases, with one of them on the external walls of the building. They should be enclosed with smoke stop swing doors of at least 2 hour fire resistance on the exit to the lobby. Even the old hospitals, mostly government hospitals, do not have fire safety equipments. And even the roads inside big hospitals, which should be at least 6 meters wide, are usually blocked with parking vehicles. You know, in the event of any fire, the fire tenders cannot even enter. The next slide, I'll just tell you about the important hospital emergency codes. There are important color codes. Like color red is usually meant for fire. Color blue is for cardiac arrest. Code orange is for disaster or mass casualty. The code green is meant for evacuation. Code yellow is for